เคเห็นไหมเราต้องเช็คกันเราต้องเรียนรู้อยู่ที่แต่ว่ามันต้องเช็คกันโอเคโอเค so เอ่อภาษาอังกฤษแล้วกันเรื่องภาษาอังกฤษมานานละเอ๊ะ Alright, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Here's back. I'm back for Monday live streaming. Do we have schedule? No, of course. But I just came back from the CU Innovation Hub session, which is very interesting topic. It is about. I think I better to show you what was it? My computer is just couldn't go anything anywhere. What should I do? เราให้กินอาหารหมาเต็มห้องเลยเต็มบ้านเลยอ้วนไม่น่าจะโหลดขึ้นเลยไอ้เหี้ยโอ้ยokay so all right let's start with what is the event that I joined. I mean a couple hours ago. So today's topic is which is about the co-founder. To have a good co-founder who can really groom your baby, which is the company or the business together until they shine your eyes. We have to have the hard conversations since the day one we decided to build it together. So this topic is we are talking about what founders avoid. This gonna be a quick workshop that gonna let the participants brainstorming or figure their terms or the philosophy of making the business, having a having a talk with the co-founder. So this is the topic that I joined. Oh, I'm sorry. This one. So what would be included is like he which is Kunai, the moderator and the presenter from Techstars. He's present the topmost five topic that should be figured out together with the co-founder since the day one. There are several topics that I'm gonna mention it here quick. Let me took my note. So the first topic that we better have a conversation with the co-founder is the equity. How many percentage would I take? How many percentage would my co-founder gonna take? Are they okay with this philosophy? It could be 50-50 with the strong evidence, I mean, with the strong support, or it could be 40-60, or even 70-30, or it could be anything. But there should be a strong support that we do agree with. They are all agree with. So for me, here's the paperwork, the workshop note that they gave me. If you might not see it clear, but I'm gonna read it for you. So, oh, it's too close. All right, this is there's two forms. This one is for the solo entrepreneur that joined the session. So there could be my term. What is my term to start the business? And here's the five conversation. This is the form for the the participant that already have the co-founder, so they can figure it out together in the session. So for me, I'm using I use this term, this format, because I don't have the technical co-founder yet, right? So let's start with the equity. My equity that I decided to start is 70/30. Let me get the focus back. This is came back. All right. Okay. So the equity that I expected is 70/30 because I'm gonna be the one who put the capital to the company. Um, and the 30% would be for the technical co-founder. Why 30%? Because I'm gonna let them put the equity, the capital to the company. Or but if he or she is really want to put on, we can negotiate and increase their cut up to 50%. But the strategy of keeping 70/30 is there's another reason to support that I got from watch watching the Netflix series called Mad Unicorn. The Mad Unicorn suggests that the CEO or the founder, the founder should be the one who always took the majority of the shares during the beginning of the starting the business. So whenever you get the funding from the from VC or angel investor, you can dilute from my side, which is the co-founder. I have 70%, so I can dilute up to 19%, but I'll still be the majority anyway. So I can still lead the company to the direction that I have the vision for, right? This is one strong reason to support. And the technical co-founder, they can keep just 30% for now. So there will be some responsibility that have to separate it clearly. So my part, I'm gonna be like the management, do the research, the market, sales, the funding, and also the academic researching. I'm gonna be the one who try to take care of all the stuff except the R&D and operations, which is hardly require or relies on the engineer. That's why I really need the technical co-founder can who have a skill on the mechatronics or the robotics or any engineer that could fit to build my product. So here's come another line. They say that what is my deal breaker territory? I assume that if the co-founder without the capital asks for more than 30%, that fourth not 30. If they ask for more than 30% without the capital to put in the company, that's gonna be the deal breaker for me. That is the first topic, the equity. There will be another term, the vesting, that I just got from this session. The vesting is the way that we sign a contract for the stakeholder, the shareholder contract. That even we decided to split the share 70/30, but it's not going to give you since the day one the for 30% for 70 or 30% unless you work for the company for a period of times. For example, 3 years, they're gonna continuously give you shares through the times. The first year could be like 10%. This next year will be another 10%, and the last year will be like another 10%. So you got 30% as a technical co-founder. So this term is very interesting because There is not gonna let the co-founder or any founders easily quit the company, right? That is the strong point. All right, so I'm done with the first part, the equity. The second topic that should be talked with your co-founder is the exit. When will you gonna exit? When they have the acquisition, another big company trying to buy us, when will we gonna decide that we are gonna sell it, the company and exit from this startup? So we have to make it clear since the day one. So in my terms, in this paper that I do the workshop, I decided I'm gonna build this company until the scaling stage. At this stage, everything is gonna be perfectly clear that the company has the product, has the market, but they lack of the capitals or the facility or the infrastructures that can let them go bigger. During this period, the valuation is going to be more promising and more realistic. And for me, it's going to be a good point to really look up for the M&A merge and acquire. If any other company or the competitors really interested in what we are doing, we can really have a deal. And if it's interesting enough, we can exit just that time. So in the end, we're probably not gonna sell the company less than 3 years, earlier than 3 years. So the what is the deal breaker? The deal breaker is if the co-founder just come and go, and he or she didn't really realize on the vision that we can possibly go, we can possibly fix or achieve. That would be my deal breaker to the co-founder. So that is the second topic. The third topic that should be talked with your co-founder before starting the company is time. What what could be your time that can commit to the company? What's your time? What is your time? Your periods of time that you have to reserve for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for your wife, your husband. We have to make it clear since the day one. And for example, for me, I write it down that I still need my full-time job to pay my bills, right? So on the weekday, I have to reserve my time from 8 to 5, but I still do anything. But I'm able to do my, but I'm able to commit doing the startup jobs as a side hustle after 5 p.m. But there will be some reserves on the Monday after, no, the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night, because I have to still hit the gym and have a good sleep, good routine care to maintain myself in the long run. So most of the time that I can work is will be after my full time job, and it will be the full day on the weekend. So the deal breaker is they are not agreed on my term, on my available time. We can have a discussion on it. A discussion. So this is the time. This could be really uh, an issues because if you have worked for quite a bit, you might compare your effort to other co-founder. You might see them working just not that much like you do, or not really serious like you do, and you just need to make it clear what you need them to commit and what you're gonna commit. All right, that is the third topic. So here's come the fourth topic, which is about money. The money is not about the company money in this where we are going to talk about. It's about the personal runway. How much money do you and your co-founder have? How long can you stay focused on the startup by having that money? So for me, I'm just saying that I need 30K a month. I mean, 30,000 baht a month because I have to pay my bills, electricity, the car loan, and the housing loan. Or it could be 40K. But after I pay all the car loan, I could really back to 30, 25 to 30 to live on this lifestyle. And I'm gonna plan to sustain it for like 12 to 2 years, 12 months to 24 months if I have to quit my job and do this. So the deal breaker is gonna be if you have the runway less than 6 months, because this project is gonna be really long-term project. However, I'm gonna focus on I'm gonna make it as a side hustle first, because I still need cash, and I want to make this company my my full-time jobs as a launch pad. So yes, just I'm not gonna quit this job easy, easily. Should I supposed to say this in this live stream? I said it. Never mind. So there's another thing about the money is which is how much money can you and your co-founder able to put as a capital of the company. You have to make it clear uh, and agree together that if the starter budget doesn't enough, it's not enough. How much can you guys add it for the company? All right. So the last topic is quitting. If there's someone decided to leave or to quit, how would you manage it? How would you deal with the shares that they have? Are the company going to be the one who buy the shares back? Or are the co-founder able to buy the share back? What about the shares that is wasting and still locked? Are the company able to like to just take it? And what about the IP? Who's gonna be the one who control the IP? So for me, I wrote that the IP will always belong to the company, and the vesting is gonna be 3 years period. And if anything happens, the company will have a chance to buy back. If all the co-founder are able to buy the share back for themselves. So the deal breaker for me is if they do not agree that the IP will always be for the company. All right. So that is actually all of pretty much everything that we did on this workshop. There's just another 30, 60, and 40 days plans for the business that we are working. I wrote it, and most of it is about to have the prototype, the working prototype, to continuously looking for the co-founders and to have the research procedure and the business model after we got the prototypes. That is my 3 months plans. I'm gonna focus on my side, which is about the researching and to make the precision farming happen. And on the other side, Doctor gonna be the one who taking care of all the engineering, producing the working prototype, test and make it happen. That's is for today. It's 10 p.m. and I still have a lot of work to do because tomorrow I'm gonna have the meeting with one researcher from การยางแห่งศูนย์วิจัยยางสุราษฎร์ธานี She's really, I think she's really an expertise on the lab testing. And what I'm looking, what I expected to get from her is this. I can show you it. I think I can show you, but I have to refine it a bit. Not a bit, a lot. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying. Oh, sorry, you cannot see it. So my idea is to have uh, one business that taking care of the rubber tree farm. We're gonna have the IP, our own technology to harvest the latex more easier, more cheaper, more reliable, more trustworthy, more efficient. So that is the main part. But the other part that I have to really groom myself, to educate myself, and starting to get in the field is the precision farming. There are several research about the to what could be the parameters to make the rubber trees produce a good yield. There are several things, and there are three main measurements that we could do in the field to analyze the health, I mean the health condition of the trees, the soil conditions, the chemical condition, the inorganic or organic materials, and one last thing is the latex diagnosis. So with these three combined, I think we are able to understand what is actually happening in the farm. I mean, does the tree is really healthy? Are they are they good? Are they in a good condition to use any stimulations? And I mean, did how can I say? Are they need? Do they need more water, more moisture? What element that they need from the fertilizers? Do they lack of the the organic materials? All of those kind of things. If I want to do the precision farming, I really have to take a deep dive into it, a deep dive to it. So I'm starting with getting the consultant from the guys fromศูนย์วิจัยยางพาราสุราษฎร์ธานี She is พี่ออย that I'm gonna have to talk with her tomorrow evening on like 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. So here's the things. The main part I'm gonna discuss with her is how can I get the soil sampling to for the pH and the main ถ้าลองใส่อีกทีหรือว่า whatever. Yeah, NP, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium. So this is the thing that I really want to know before I going back to my farm at Suratani next week. I have to understand the procedure to collect the soil, and I'm gonna send the soil samples to the Subvitaina. The second thing is how am I able how should I collect the leaf samples? So the leaf from the tree, there will be a procedure to collect it and use it and analyze it in the lab. It's gonna tell that does the tree absorb the minerals as it's supposed to do? Does the health what is the health condition of the tree? And there's many kinds of things that it could tell. So I just to make it clear and understand all the procedure, the academic procedure to do it. Because if I want to do the baseline analysis for all the tree in my farm, I supposed to collect it correctly, scientifically, scientific correct, scientific correct, scientifically correct. And one last thing is the latex sampling. The latex, most of the research that I take a look, they do the thiol, the inorganic phosphorus, the sucrose, and the DRC test. I think I kind of understand a bit of it. I mean, the principle, the phosphorus is the product of the tree making the latex, and the thiol is the กรดอะมิโนอิสระอะไรนะภาษาอังกฤษมันคืออะไร ไม่รู้เหมือนกันเออ that would related to the metabolism activity of the tree and the sucrose สารตั้งต้นมันคืออะไรสารตั้งต้น is the food for the tree to make the latex. And one last thing is the DRC, just the percentage of the dry rubber in the liquid. All these things will change through time. It will determine the health of the tree and also the condition of the tree. So I have to make it clear that the lab has the protocol and the facility for me to do the lab testing analysis. And I have to ask her what would be the price to do all of this thing. And if I need to make it commercial, that would be really interesting. All right. This is what I have to figure out this night. So I'll go to bed and go to bed. I need to write down what am I gonna consult her. I'll have just like just 1 hour. Um, I just have to make the most out of it. Okay, that's just for today. I'm gonna go do my deep work. Thank you so much for let me practice. That's good. Stupid. All right, that's it. It's time to end the live stream. Goodbye. Just half an hour. Whoop. Wrap.